good! Huh. Maybe more people live in this domain than we thought.
And maybe that's where Auntie Desert lives!
Idea, the situation is now critical. I'm sure you've noticed just...
But even so...
This is your home. Are you really going to let everything fall to pieces?
Well, I live here, but it doesn't actually belong.
Huh? Paimon knows that voice!
Anyone else who comes into this domain in the future will take one look at the ruins before them and conclude that this... But just imagine how different things could be if you maintain this domain in perfect condition. Whoever sets foot inside would witness a magical wonderland. How miraculous it would feel to them to find such unimaginable beauty in the middle...
Oh, you're right, General. Truly, but...
Act now while you still can. You have to stand up to this and break free from your despair. The most important thing is to have no regrets in the end.
Well, no one... But I take your point. I'll try my best to stop running away. But the question remains...
Paimon's figured out who it is!
Is it Mr. Honorary Knight's friend from a faraway land? A divine priestess?
What's that?
Is it a kind of mage?
What are you doing here? Huh? We have new visitors? Greetings, everyone. This is the Valurium Mirage, and I'm the caretaker, Adia. I'm so sorry that you have to see this domain in its current state of disarray. We are actively working on repairs, and everything will be back to normal shortly.
Greetings, everyone. I guess I should introduce myself too.
It's all right. Just leave the introductions to me.
I kinda wanted to say hello in my own way. But no harm done. I guess...
This lady is a visitor to the domain, just like yourselves. She is a formidable military general. Have any of you heard of Inazuma's Onmyo Chamber?
The... what chamber?
Onmyo Chamber. It's an elite training academy for gifted students of Onmyodo. Practitioners are divided into 4 classes, A through D, and assigned the power of Shikigami based on their mastery of the art.
Wait.
This lady famously led the Class D underdogs to victory against the Class A favorites in the final mock campaign before graduation. An astonishing feat that few in the history of the Academy have ever achieved. Hence, formidable general is no exaggeration. Isn't that right, General?
Huh? Wait, so the favorite? That doesn't sound like the divine priestess Mr. Honorary Knight was talking about. Uh-oh. Did she just get caught lying in front of someone she was trying to impress? Or maybe she uses a... Seems kind of embarrassing, but... Maybe I'd fit in better with everyone if I had a title too.
Some people call me a general, but it's just their way of showing respect. My actual...
Huh? Oh no. Sorry, my mistake, General. I mean, Miss Sangonomiya?
Call me whatever you like, Itia. The only important thing about names is knowing who's who.
Oh, I get it now. It's like that story. Klee can explain. So basically... So, Miss Sangonomiya must be the super smart one who solves a...
Perhaps a sage?
Indeed. Wisdom.
Okay, well, I'll just call you that. Miss...
Fine by me. Sounds real... At least, cuter than... Well then, how should I address the rest of you? How could I ever forget you? But what about these esteemed ladies and gentlemen accompanying you? I'd be delighted if you could introduce me to them too.
Wait! Klee wants a title too! Kaya can be the Master Thief. Mr. Honorary Knight can be, the Knight. And Paimon will be the fairy who...
Master Thief, huh? I did like playing pirates as a child.
Hold on a second. Are you saying the position of knight is now filled?
Eula can be the sword master who can cut through anything and also gets to wear a super sparkly cape.
That's more like it.
And Kale can be, the healer.
No, I don't mind. Healer is a great role. I just don't know if I'm qualified. Whenever I'm thinking of titles for myself, I usually imagine...
Don't worry, Kale. You'll be the bestest healer ever.
You'll do fine. I heard you're good with bandages. You can patch up a wound, can't you?
I can pitch a tent. Maybe you heard wrong?
This is a great idea. Once a new visitor arrives, they can assume a new identity.
Oh, we can't leave you out, Miss Adia.
That's perfectly okay. I already have a role here anyway.
I got it! This wasn't in any of the stories, but you can be the mascot.
Mascot?
Klee, maybe you could think up an even better...
A mascot, you say? Isn't that a character that doesn't have to actually do anything and sits around letting
Sounds like the idea of being lazy is...
The mascot serves to maintain troop morale, Adia. Don't underestimate your role.
Oh, all right. That's right. Thank you for bringing these new friends.
Thanks, Water Droplet. See ya!
Water Droplet? Is that your pet name for it?
We keep getting sidetracked. But I believe you were saying something about being in a difficult predicament.
Oh, yes. About that. I'm afraid the entire domain... It was as if the whole world was suddenly flipped upside down. A few components went missing from the core, which sustains the domain, and the impact cascaded out from there. Needless to say, many things in the Valorian Mirage have now stopped working. Just days after I agreed to let my friend's daughter come and visit too. When she gets here and sees the...
Oh, so you're Mom's friend? Hi, Auntie Desert. I'm Klee. Here, I brought the magic invite, see?
Huh? Wait, so you...
Look how dilated her pupils are. She must be very surprised.
Yeah, and not in a good way.
Mom's the one who sent me here. She's the strongest mage ever. She said that her friend lives in the desert. You live in the desert, so that must be you, right?
I see. So being a mage runs in the family.
You're Alice's daughter! Oh, I just want the ground to swallow me up right now! Wait, that's it! I'll hide myself away in the core of the...
Adia's really going through it. She's like a shriveled little forest...
Kale? That's a harsh analogy. Where'd all that come from?
Don't worry, Auntie Desert. Klee's here to help you. And all my friends will help too. Just take a deep breath.
Yeah, don't you worry. Sir Mix-a-Lot over here.
Well, I'm useless, but it looks like that won't matter with all you...
Don't put yourself down, Adia.
Thanks for your encouragement. Anyway, for the time being, please talk amongst yourselves. That'll give me some time to think things through and maybe make a start on,
Hi, Miss General. Mr. Honorary Knight says that you're... What's it like there? There must be loads of fish. Wait! You look kinda like a mermaid. Are there fish in your family?
Oh, sorry to disappoint you, Miss Mage, but I'm just an ordinary human. I have lots of great stories about Watatsumi Island, though. Come on.
feeling nervous, Kale? Oh, it's your first...
Oh, no, not at all. I'm just,
Well, the easiest way to imitate someone is to start with their most...
Oh, okay. In that case...
There you go. With just a few simple...
Anyway, what about your role? Don't you
Maybe not. Until...
Oh!
Who else has visited the Valoria Mirage recently? He was a huge help, and redesign. I could tell that was a sensitive. After him, an aristocrat from Mondstadt showed up. Then Miss Sangonomiya. Unfortunately, everything here suddenly started changing.
Do you know where the Mondstadt aristocrat is now?
If I remember correctly, he headed north. It's a pity we're having all these issues. Still, not to...
Hey, Idia, you got an update for us?
Very well. Then please allow me, Idia, your mascot, to explain exactly what's happened here. Basically, this entire domain is powered by a device called the Central Hub, which you all saw earlier. But following a major incident, several key components from the Central Hub came loose and went flying. 4 components, I believe, which has caused the Central Hub to stop turning.
Oh, so that thing's supposed to spin?
Yes, it definitely shouldn't be frozen still like it is now. At least, that's not how it was when I first got here. Oh, I've done such a terrible job of taking care of it, it's so embarrassing.
Hey, everything's gonna be okay. So, we need to fix the big wheel up there. And to do that, we need to find the missing parts.
Right. I do know where one of the parts is. It landed not too far away. But the rest all landed in different areas. I'm afraid you'll have to go and look for those. Now, as the caretaker and your mascot, I shall announce your respective adventure duties.
You can just be yourself if you want. No need to force the whole role-playing thing.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I was thinking that maybe Swordmaster Eula and Healer Kale could investigate the Northern Zone, if that's okay?
Fine by me. I was going to be looking for my cousin there anyway.
I'll be your backup, Eula. I know you usually team up with Amber, so I'll try my best to fill her shoes.
Oh? Well, this'll be fun. Let's see if a forest ranger can outperform an outrider.
Master Thief Kaya and Mage Klee, if you could earmark some time in your busy schedules to search the West Zone.
Earmark? What does that mean?
It just means we mustn't forget to do it. Don't worry. We can handle that.
Finally, we have our General, Miss Sangonomiya, and our Knight, the Traveler. If there's no objections, please come with me to retrieve the first component. Alright, well, if anyone finds it, please take care.
You got it!
I'll be on my best.
Okay, we'll leave it there for now. I remember seeing it just behind the central hub.
So, how come you didn't bring it back when you first saw it?
I'd have been more than happy to, if this one component was enough to fix the whole domain. But with 3 other components to find, oh, I suddenly felt overwhelmed by how much work needed doing.
Paimon kinda gets that. Taking the first step is always the hardest part.
Get with me!
Don't be scared!
Scatter!
Alright, this'll do.
Hey, so Paimon's been meaning to ask, what brought you here, Kokomi?
Oh, well, things have quieted down in Watatsumi Island for now. So I thought I'd take the chance to get out and see more of the world.
You've traveled a pretty long way. Why Sumeru?
I figured that I needed to venture further than usual to really broaden my horizons. Well, that's one reason anyway. I can explain in more detail another time.
Things are going so smoothly today.
Propagate!
I'll protect us. This way.
Is this an answer from this world?
Okay, this is the spot. Now, I'm sure you're both wondering, but where's the component? There's nothing here. Oh, where could it be?
Oh, it's that lamp thingy, right? Water Droplet showed us how that works already.
Yes, that's the one. there goes my big introduction. Showing people the ropes is supposed to be my job. Oh, I can't believe I'm being shown up by a Hydro-Eidolon.
Cheer up, Edea. The Hydro-Eidolon can give a basic demonstration of how to use things, but beyond that, it can't communicate. That's where you come in. Your descriptions can explain everything in full, vivid detail.
Paimon forgot how persuasive Kokomi can be when she really wants to. Sometimes having a genius strategist around really comes in handy.
Oh, well, if you put it that way. Well then, just pretend like you've never seen it before, and I'll tell you all about it. This is called the streaming projector. Everything here in the Valurium Mirage was made using this device. All you need to do is place an item in the projector, and you can construct a corresponding item based on the shape of the original and your imagination. At least, I think that's what it used to do. With the domain in its current state, only its most basic functions are still operable. Okay, not quite that basic. At the moment, it's only able to show two-dimensional objects. I call them preprints. Think of it like a sort of draft or blueprint or something.
So you're saying the component fell into the preprints?
Yes, exactly. I'll leave you to go in and physically retrieve it. Well, I'll be out here rooting for you by doing a motivational dance.
Really?
No, sorry. I feel like I have two left feet when I try to dance. I guess I'll just find a place nearby to sit and wait patiently for you.
Hey, come on! Cheer up! We'll handle everything from here!
Doesn't look like the component is in here. Yes, that's the one! Now you just need to bring it back out.
What is this thing anyway? Some kind of gear? And why is it so small? It doesn't look like it belongs in that huge wheel.
It's hard to explain, but I assure you that it's definitely one of the components. So that leaves 3 more components missing.
Every journey begins with a first step. I think we're off to a good start, and things should keep going smoothly from here.
You really think so? I suppose you're right. She did manage to defeat Class A at the Onmyo Chamber, after all.
You don't need to keep bringing that up.
Anyway, thank you for all your help. I'll take this and start trying to repair the central hub. You two may as well head back to town. Oh, why am I so clumsy? Once again, I was no help at all. The least I can do is try and handle the actual repairs.
Our bond is strong.
Go, Barb! Fueglay, you're up! Go get it, Fueglay!
Get with
Don't be scared! Stay put!
Our bond is strong. Out of my way.
Scatter! Is this an answer from this world?
What's wrong, Kokomi?
I'm just a little confused. You mentioned that the water droplet showed you how to use the projector? Can you tell me a little bit more about that? I'm so curious to know what happened.
Oh, sure!
I see.
Hey, look! The wheel is spinning now! Oh. And now it's stopped again! Well, that didn't last long.
It also wasn't spinning at the right speed. Before the incident, it spun much faster than that.
Oh, so you saw it back when it was still working?
Yes, I arrived here a little earlier than the rest of you. But the incident took place not long after I entered. Like Idia said, it felt like the world was flipped upside down. I don't know how.
No, it's no use. Seems it won't. For a moment there, when it started turning, I got excited.
Wishful thinking is only going to lead to disappointment.
Hey, Mr. Honorary Knight and Miss General are here. Oh, and you beat us! I was sure we were gonna be the first.
Hey, how'd it go? Impressive. I doubt you'd find many other.
How about our masters?
You bet! The place we were trying to. But then. Come and see, Mr. Honorary Knight. Let's go on a canyon adventure.
I'll sit this one out. I'm beat after trying to make those repairs.
Miss General, you should come too.
Wonderful. It would be an honor to serve as advisor for our young mage.
Let's go!
This is the kind of...
Just before the canyon appeared.
Could it have been the central hub?
Hey, you, oh. New guys, huh?
Oh, hey! Paimon didn't realize anyone else besides Adia lived here.
You actually saw her? She's barely shown her face since everything started falling apart here.
Excuse me for asking, but who are you?
Oh, right. I didn't introduce myself. I'm Ferdinand. Me and my brothers look after this whole zone. Well, we used to, until this whole domain was, like, flipped upside down, or whatever. The method we were using to make the carts and tracks stopped working after that.
Idia is working on repairing the domain. We were just with her before coming here.
Really? Huh. I assume that she'd be curled up in a fetal position somewhere, hoping all her problems will magically disappear on their own. Good for her. Anyway, I checked all the stations around the whole circuit. They've all conked out.
Conked out? How? Would you mind elaborating a little for us?
But aren't you just travelers who stumbled upon this place by accident?
Nuh-uh! I'm Mage Klee, Idia's helper.
A mage? You?
Allow me to explain.
Okay, I gotcha. Well, right now the more helpers we got, the better, I guess. Anyway, our first priority is to get the carts here up and running again.
Oh? And why is that?
The roads here twist and turn so much that the best way to get around is by riding the rail tracks instead. Let me show you. This is what we used to make them. Did Idia bring you up to speed on these things? Yep. Basically, we need something that we can put inside that'll make a card for us. Yeah, you can put it that way. But one other thing is that it has to be compatible with...
So, something like a sedan chair, maybe? But I'm not sure we have all the materials required to build one of those.
How about you, Traveler? Any ideas? That would solve...
Wood's no good. A rickety wooden cart would be too dangerous.
Really? Hey everyone, come and see what Klee made.
Ta-da! Wow! Amazing work, Klee!
Whoa! Plus, it's a heck of a lot cuter...
Paimon's gotta ask. What exactly did I use Jumpy Dumpty? Thought so.
Is there a problem or something?
It's just... This card is made from,
It's a bomb or something, isn't it? Yeah, I get... It's okay, though, because the...
It's okay! No need to delve into the thing. Paimon just want...
Huh?
Can we ride the cart now?
In a moment. We need a hydroidolin to power it up first. Okay, she's ready to roll. Hop in.
Whoa! This cart is fast! Chugga, 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 woo, woo! Yeah! I'm gonna call it the choo-choo cart!
The track is damaged up ahead. We need to make some repairs before we can go any further. Yep, looks like it's all reverted to a preprint state here.
Do you know why that happened?
Everything in this domain starts as a preprint and only takes shape after being... But the hydroidolin...
So someone needs to go into the preprint and rescue the hydro...
But the projector here is sealed off by a giant bubble!
That's the hydroidolin's way of protecting the device from damage. If the streaming projector...
Aha! So for step one, we need water droplet to help! Aw, it seems to really...
Any volunteers for step two?
Leave that to us! We know...
Ah, so the hydroidolin was locked up in that chest.
Aw, it's completely empty! public just transformed into some new tracks!
Good. Let's keep going then.
I'll keep this close.
Why do so many people make such a big deal out of seeking the Adepti? There's Adepti everywhere, isn't there?
No. The Hydroidolans are like helpers here. As for my brothers, well... those two. You'll meet them soon enough.
I'll keep this close.
finished repairing the station and the connecting tracks. Let's go check the track switcher now. It's over there.
Oh, there's another spinny thing here. It's so big. But, not as big as the one we saw in the middle of this place. That one was huge. I bet it's something super important. I remember what Kaya said earlier.
Very good, Klee. You're using what you saw earlier to make observations, like a real adventurer.
It appears to be a system that rotates to switch tracks.
That's right. Originally, all you had to do was flip this switch and the junction would rotate. But it seems Jeremy still hasn't fixed it yet. He sure talks big, but when it comes to actually getting things done...
Is this Jeremy you mentioned one of your brothers?
Yeah. When I talked to him about repairing the tracks, I suggested we start with the station, but he said we should start at the junction. Really, it made no difference which one we started with, but he just had to turn it into a huge argument. He always treats me like I'm a fool and disagrees with anything I say. Let's see what he has to say now that I've already fixed the tracks.
If you ask me, you're clearly a sharp person, Ferdinand.
Yes, finally someone who can recognize that, rather than just shrugging off my ideas. Come on, let's make our way to the junction and see what he's up to. I bet he's still fretting over what to do. Sometimes I can't help but get angry just thinking of Jeremy. You should have seen him back in the sandstorm. I suggested we go east, and he argued that we should go west.
You were in a sandstorm? What happened after that?
We separated and each went our own way. Lucky for us, we stumbled across this domain. Otherwise, I'm sure we would have been buried in the sand.
Everything will get better once we get the switcher working again.
Still stuck here just as I expected. Well, did you make any progress?
Didn't I already tell you? Just have the hydroidolins fix the junction and then make a new cart. After that, we can use the junction to... Wait a minute, how did you get here? It took a lot of effort for me to climb all the way up here.
The answer is standing right in front of you.
Yeah, sure. Those travelers must have helped you. You never get anything done on your own. You always get someone else's help and then try to take the credit for yourself.
You're one to talk. What have you managed to accomplish, huh? You were here just moping around all day.
Whoa. They started arguing the moment they saw each other. But aren't they supposed to be brothers?
Me? His brother? Hardly.
All right, Jeremy. That's enough.
Fine. I'd rather be focusing my efforts on...
You should calm down too, Ferdinand.
Fine.
I'm sorry, I assume you're the ones who...
No need to think.
I see. Now that you and Ferdinand brought the cart up here, we'll need the hydroidolins to fix the area below.
Them again, huh? Seems the hydroidolins are really important around this place.
Yes, of course. Not only do they keep the junction turning, they operate practically everything else in the domain too. All right. Seems most of the tracks and junctions have been repaired now.
Yep. So maybe it's time you give credit where credit is due,
What? You think you deserve the credit? If anything, we should be thanking these travelers.
You... Well, either way, you're not the one getting any credit. You're always quick to criticize my ideas and push your own, but you never actually get anything done.
And what about you? Don't forget it was Hado and I who took care of the mess that one time you impulsively tried one of your brilliant ideas. Speaking of Hado, wasn't he with you?
I left early this morning. I assumed he'd be with you.
Seriously?
Hey, come on! You didn't see him either.
Klee?
I don't get it. Nobody did.
Who are you calling?
All right, I think we've heard enough from you. If you insist on bickering, then I'd suggest you go somewhere else. Otherwise, I'll just... Now, come with me. I'd like to have a word with you.
Phew. Don't be upset, Klee. There are many complicated situations in this world which don't as a passing... But in my experience...
Seems you don't like dealing with this kind of thing either, Kokomi. But I don't know.
I'm sorry. We've calmed down. We shouldn't argue in front of a child like that.
We're sorry.
It's okay.
Back to the topic.
Ah, right. We would have to use...
Sorry to trouble you again, but would you help us find him?
Oh.
Hey, come on, you two. You're brothers after all. Can't you try to get along?